Hello and welcome to a new video from David Sisson Models. Well, davidsissonmodels.co.uk is just my own personal website, which I use to put up photographs of my own replica scratch-built models and anything else that happens to interest me. I started model making about 50 years ago, and I basically do it because I want to have the actual models sitting on my shelf and I can't afford to pay anyone else to do it for me. So as a result, I don't have time to do any commission work and I very rarely sell my models. The website started around 15 years ago when I was given a free web space by my internet provider. I decided to start putting up photos of all my replica scratch-built models and the original studio items that I was lucky enough to own. It then began to expand it by adding all my old model making articles that I'd written for magazines throughout the 1990s, which had started with Model Art in Japan, SFM in Australia, and then Sci-Fi and Fantasy Models in the UK. Because there wasn't a fan site for my favourite film, Moon 02, I added a section on that movie with my collection of rear photos and an interview with one of the writers. Then, because there wasn't a website for the making of Terrahawks, I added a Terrahawk information section as well. More interviews followed with model makers, special effects technicians and writers who worked on many of my favourite productions and graciously gave up their time to talk about their past work. I have a Facebook page and I put up videos on this YouTube channel, and my original Eagle 1 video has now had over 300,000 views, which is nice. Hopefully, if you visit one of my various sites, you will find something there to interest you. To be honest, I've been so bored in lockdown that I even started watching my own YouTube channel, and I was pleasantly surprised to find that I still had over 1,000 subscribers, even though I've not put up a new video for over 6 years. But I do get plenty of complaints from YouTube, especially from people who love to moan about the quality of my old videos, with some saying they look as if they were filmed in the 1800s. Thanks. But to be honest, they were put together on this old thing, which cost about £45 from the local supermarket, and I used to assemble them on an old computer that would crash on me while I was doing it, so it's a surprise any of those videos even exist. But now I have an iPad. Woohoo! I have entered the 21st century, so hopefully the new videos will look a lot better. As a big fan of Space 1999, I used some of my old YouTube videos to share with you some ultra-rare recordings made on the set of the first episode, Breakaway. These had been found and saved years ago by a good friend of mine, Simon Rhodes, and he even turned them into a couple of CDs for me. So to mark today's new video, I thought I would unearth a new message from the brave men and women of Moonbase Alpha.
Hello, my name is Prentice Hancock. I'm from England, and I'm playing the part of Paul Morrow, main mission controller.
Hello, my name is Barry Morse, and I play, oops, Daisy, Mr. Hall. Almost got the Margaret.
Oh dear, that wasn't very long, was it? Good old Barry Morse introducing his character, Victor Bergman, by falling over the furniture in Main Mission. But there were many other actors on that set who we never heard from. In fact, some of them never spoke unless the director liked them and threw them a line. Each week they would walk around Main Mission or the command centre pressing buttons and looking busy, not even saying anything when an alien spaceship turned up to blast the moon to ruin. Clearly in space, nobody can hear you talk. So today we're going to travel back to November 1973 and hear from just a few of those often silent stars as they introduce themselves for the first time.
27, take one. Hello, my name is Loftus Burton. I'm part of Main Mission on Moonbase Alpha.
Hello, my name is Shaylee and I'm part of Main Mission on Moonbase Alpha.
Hello, my name is Chris Matthews. I'm part of Main Mission on Moonbase Alpha.
My name is Susanne Roquette. I'm part of Main Mission on Moonbase Alpha.
Hello, my name is Michael Zoba. I am part of Main Mission of Moonbase Alpha.
Hello, my name is Paul Weston, part of Main Mission, Moonbase Alpha.
Hello, I'm Ron Sass. I play the part of Benjamin Hoover, Chief of the Computer Section, Moonbase Alpha. Welcome aboard. It's going to be a fantastic flight.
Is that true? You've blinded them so they can't communicate?
I guess so.
Bollocks.
Oops. The awful Brian the Brain gate-crashing our party from the year 1976. All thanks to the amazing voice work of veteran actor Bernard Cribbins, who was so professional that on the set he even provided his own sound effects for his robotic character.
3, take 2. All Alpha personnel return to moon base.
You know what, Connick, once you show his leadership, I'm really very impressed. I'm making a note.
And thank you to Simon for those interesting old recordings, and also for the information and screen grabs I got from Martin Wiley's The Catacombs website, probably the best website for Space 1999 fans on the internet today. So it's finally time to talk models, and let's see what I've been up to in the last year. There are plenty of projects on my bench at the moment, one of which is rebuilding a 44-inch Eagle. But the biggest project is building a studio-sized model of Moon 02, a craft from my favourite movie. I've been collecting photos for decades, and it was only recently that I discovered that I had enough information to actually draw a blueprint and build a decent model. It will all be built in plastic apart from the brass legs, and it's going together quite well. It will have internal details, lights, and even a revolving radar. A model that I suddenly started building a few months ago is Space Tank from Terrahawks, a tank with wheels. How strange. I saw the original at the auction a few months ago and was blown away by the detail, and when I got home I immediately started building one. The original is actually quite a large model, but luckily those tyres are made in a smaller scale, so this replica will be about 80% the size of the original. A few months ago I was lucky enough to see the original Treehawk and compare it to my old build, which I knew was slightly wrong, except it was a little more than slightly wrong, so I started changing it, and things got a bit carried away, but I'm sure it'll all buff out in the end. So, not good news there. Normally I just build models, but a couple of months ago there was an auction of Terrahawks puppets, models and props, and I wanted to buy them all, but I only ended up buying one, and it was from Space Police. At the recent Terrahawks auction they also had some models, puppets and props from Space Police, a pilot film that never turned into a series. One item that took my eye was the police car. This was a model that I've always rather liked, but knew that I'd never get round to building. So after waiting 5 hours during the auction, I hit that bid button, and I managed to win it. This is one of several small models that were built for the flying sequences, and it's only around 11¼ inches long, or about 285mm. There are a couple of pieces missing, including the large light bar that goes across the top of the model. I'll have to replicate this later. The basic construction seems to be done in normal modelling plastic sheet. Some areas seem to actually be vac formed, and the windows appear to be perspex. The letters JW appear all over the model, and I'm assuming this is the model maker's name, John Weller. There are lights in the model, but they don't currently work, they just need to be rewired. Some of the connections are broken. There are 2 metal rods running down the length of this model, which are used to secure the bottom plate, so that it can easily pop off to give quick access to the insides. One of the engine units that pops out of the side of the model is also missing, so I'll just have to make a mould and cast a new one. It's always great to have another original model to add to my collection, but it looks like I've got another restoration job on my hands. Well, I hope you found some of this video entertaining, and hopefully I'll see you next time on David Sisson Models, when we'll be looking in depth at that Terrahawks auction that took place last year. For now, goodbye.